Becky Smith here again. I had just made a video about what my next step in treatment was, and I started on the clindamycin, and then I went to add in the amoxicillin, and we had a little bit of a problem. 2 days in, I think the third day after adding in amoxicillin, I woke up and I had a rash on my body, but I thought maybe it was from a kelp supplement that I had added in to help support my thyroid. So I just was like, I'm not going to freak out about this. I'm just going to go to breakfast with a friend and eat my antibiotics again. So I went ahead and I did that, and then the rash, got progressively worse. It kind of spread to my back, and it's a really nasty rash. It was on my face. But that was Sunday morning, and then it's Wednesday afternoon, and I still have this crazy rash going on. And I talked to my doctor, and originally I thought it immediately must have been a reaction to the amoxicillin because it's in the penicillin family. And the weird thing was that I was doing bicillin injections and nothing really was happening with that. So I'm surprised that I had a reaction. If it was an allergic reaction, why didn't I get one when I was getting intramuscular injections into my muscle? So called my doctor, and she called me back, and she said she thought maybe it was a Herx, but she wanted me to switch the medicine. So we switched from amoxicillin to Cefdinir. I think that is maybe like, I don't know, I think it's another term for another kind of drug like that you usually do with the IV. Not quite sure what that one is. Haven't started yet. She doesn't want me to start it until my rash goes away. But let me show you this rash. It's pretty gross. This is already, like I said, the 4th day of this rash. And yesterday was my worst day. I almost went to the emergency room. It was burning up. My arms were swollen. Like, this whole part of my arm is still swollen. It's usually not that chunky. And the whole rash goes, continues on into my arm and my hands. Same thing on this arm, bright burning red. I had it all over my chest. I had a little bit on my face here and here, and on the other side, which has gone away. My legs still look really gross. You can see them. Big, huge, kind of like purpley things all down my legs and onto my shins. Really, really just, pretty uncomfortable, pretty gross looking, and pretty just kind of like warm and hot. It doesn't feel good. Cold makes it feel really good. But one of the things that I realized, my doctor actually called me again today, and she wanted to check up on me because I think she knows like I'm pretty badass Lyme girl. So it takes a lot for me to call her. Not one day, but two days I called her in a row. So she called today, and she just kind of checked in, and I woke up this morning. I had taken an Epsom salt bath, and I had drank some milk thistle and apple cider vinegar and a little concoction I've been making with some cell food in it in the morning and when I go to bed at night. And she said just based on all of her patients that she's had, she feels that this is a Herx reaction, a rash from the die-off. She told me it tells her a lot about where I'm at in treatment, and unfortunately, sounds like I still have a lot of bugs in me, which sucks because no one wants a lot of bugs in them, especially when they're 6-7 months into treatment. So she said, but don't worry, we're going to kill them. But there's a lot in there. And I just said, okay. So it did open my eyes to the fact that if I could have a reaction like this where I literally almost went to the emergency room from just the pain of the rash. I also felt really nauseous, and I felt I had a huge headache too. So headache, nauseous, and I still feel a little bit nauseous. Like I kind of exerted myself a little bit today, and I immediately just had to lay down. So just trying to take it slow. She told me to just keep doing what I'm doing, the Epsom salt baths, lemon water, anything to detox the body. But it did open my eyes to the fact that I haven't been detoxing as much as I should. I stopped taking my Epsom salt baths because I started spray tanning, and who wants to lose their spray tan. But yeah, I mean, this is just really, really, really gross. I'm mainly just waiting for the swelling to go down because it's pretty weird having your arms so swollen. But okay. Herxing, and getting that stuff out of your body. So detoxing is huge. Opened my eyes to the fact that I am not detoxing very well. I'm not doing a good job. I'm not doing what I used to do. So I'm going to do a little bit every day to help rid this shit out of my body, because these rash Herx things, this is like the nastiest thing I've ever had in my life, and it feels pretty shitty. I missed 2 days of work. I actually tried to go into my second job on the second day, and they just looked at me like, girl, you are crazy. Go home. So that's the best advice I can get. And I'll keep it posted. I still haven't even been able to add in Plaquenil yet, so I still need to add in 2 more antibiotics this round. Wish me luck. Thanks for listening.